In this tutorial, I will teach you how to shoot a time-lapse video with the Sony ZV-E10 using interval shooting, and then how to view that video and export it to a computer. A time-lapse in photography and video shows a prolonged series of motion in a shorter amount of time, the result effectively speeding up slower moving phenomena. It could feature the drift of clouds through the sky, the growth of a plant, or the flurry of city traffic in a much shorter viewing time than if watched in real time. So let's get to it. To begin, find a scene or subject that you would like to capture in time-lapse. Something with movement, precession, or changing states will work better than static subject matter. For the best results, set your ZV-E10 up on a tripod, gimbal or other style of camera mount to hold it steady for an extended period. The ZV-E10 has a threaded mounting point on its underside as an attachment point. Refer to your tripod or other mounting device's owner's manual for more information. Also ensure that the ZV-E10 is firmly mounted before continuing. Now it's time to set the camera to interval mode. Firstly, power on the ZV-E10, pushing the power switch on top of the camera to its on position. Then press the menu button. Then using the directional wheel, navigate to Camera Menu 1, page 3. You will see on this menu list Interval Shoot function. Press down on the directional wheel to navigate to it. Once selected, press the center of the directional wheel to enter its menu. At the first menu item, titled Interval Shooting, press the center button to enter its page. Once inside, navigate to On and select it. This will return you to Interval Shooting's main menu, and your ZV-E10 will now be in interval shooting mode. In the future, ensure this setting is turned off after you have recorded your time-lapse, so your camera is ready to resume taking regular still photographs and video. Now adjust the following settings to achieve the desired length and speed of your time-lapse video. The Shooting Start Time menu item will allow you to set the time the ZV-E10 will take between you pressing the shutter button and it beginning to record images. Shooting Interval will set the amount of time your camera waits until it takes another frame. Number of shots is how many frames the camera will take in the time-lapse. The more frames, the longer the video. AE Tracking Sensitivity will set the sensitivity of any exposure adjustments your camera makes while recording your time-lapse. As these settings are changed, the ZV-E10 displays an overall shooting time on the bottom of its display. This is the time your camera will spend taking your time-lapse video and not the length of the time-lapse itself. You can now record a time-lapse. Press the menu button twice to return the camera output to the display. Frame your shot and adjust all exposure settings and focus accordingly. When in interval shooting mode, on all displays, a readout is shown in the bottom left corner of the interval time between shots and how many shots of the total have been taken. If this is shown, you can be confident you are in interval shooting mode and you're about to take a time-lapse. When you and your scene are ready, press the shutter button once for your ZV-E10 to begin interval shooting. Now just wait for your camera to finish running through your programmed interval shoot. Once your camera has finished its shoot, you can see the result in camera. Press the menu button. Using the directional wheel, press up and then horizontally to navigate to the Playback tab. Press down on the direction wheel to enter it. Navigate to Playback page 2. Use the direction wheel to select Continuous Playback for Interval. Use the center button to select it. You will see your interval shoot displayed as a stack of images. Use the center button of the direction wheel to select it and play it as a video. You can now also export your time-lapse to a computer. Firstly, have Sony Software Imaging Edge Viewer installed on your Mac or Windows computer. Then connect your ZV-E10 to the computer using USB. Turn the camera on and it will enter USB mode. On your computer, run Imaging Edge Viewer. Once that software is open, in its left-hand menu, navigate to your ZV-E10's internal storage. In this case, it's listed as USB drive D, DSIM, 100 MSD-CF. Here, you will be able to find the collection of images your camera took while in interval mode, displayed as individual frames. Select them all. In the top menu, click on Tools and then select Create Time-Lapse Movie. Under Time-Lapse Movie Output, change the file name and its destination on your computer. Then, if desired, change any of its other attributes. When ready, click Save. The software will then process your time-lapse movie. When it's finished, it will be waiting in your selected destination on your computer. You have now recorded a time-lapse video using your Sony ZV-E10 and exported it to a computer. Congratulations!